We're here with Mississippi College head coach John Bland as we get set for the Florida Tech Panthers tonight at Robinson-Hale Stadium, the home opener. But first of all, Coach, let's look back to the West Alabama game last week. What a great start for the Choctaws. A 3-and-out defensively, followed by a quick drive with a long strike, a score for a touchdown. Couldn't ask for a much better start to the game, so you know your team was ready to play.
I knew it, and you know what, we were. We have been improved from the week before, even 2 weeks before. We had improved each week in a lot of ways, and we still didn't start it off exactly like we wanted. You know, we did have a stop, and that was good. We probably caught a punt that was going to go over our head. Their punter hit a really long punt. We probably should have let it go in the end zone. We didn't. We snapped the ball on the ground. I thought they were offsides, which kind of forced a low snap because they were offsides. According to our film, he was definitely offsides, but it forced a low snap, which we don't want to have. Ty picked it up. It was like the bad news bears in baseball, you know? And then he ran left and threw to a wide open. He kind of confused the defense. They thought balls on the ground come up and end up leaving Nate Fashawn wide open for a long pass, 80-something yards. And then we got a touchdown, which was good. I thought we played well, you know, according to not just the very first, but we moved the ball consistently. We played solid defense. They're really good on offense. They have explosive players, but it ended up pretty evenly matched in statistics. The scoreboard's the one that counts, but statistically, you know, it was a good matchup.
You talk about the Choctaws moving the ball, certainly did that with 3 long drives in the first half, only able to get 3 points off those long drives, and that's the difference in the game, being able to punch into the end zone.
It was, and you know what, we got real close. I felt like we had talked about earlier, you know, about maybe we got one of those first. It's a game of inches, and you don't want to leave it into the officials' hands where did you get the right spot or not, because they can't go back and just watch it and get it down to the exact inch, and that's what it comes down to. When you pull those chains out and you're just a little bit short on 4th down, we didn't get those, and they did. We had two 4th downs that we did not make, and West Alabama had 2 that they did go for and made, and that's a big difference in the ball game.
I thought Ty Jobe looked as comfortable as he has all season long, throwing the football, again, spreading it out to different receivers.
Yep.
And slowly but surely, this passing game's coming into form.
It is. We threw the ball, you know, about 45%, almost 50%, which may be a little too much, but we were controlling the clock as well, which was good because they're a tempo offense, West Alabama. Knowing that, we're trying to keep them off the field as much as we can, and we did. You know, they were averaging over 80 plays a game, which in this game I think they had 64 plays, so 16 fewer plays than they're used to running, which helps, and we were able to make first downs. Ty was comfortable in the pocket. We also, Kyron came in the game, threw 2 completions, and helped us in one of our drives. We got to finish those drives though, and some of those things where we get down and we're in a ball game when it's tight, field goals will be big. Probably could have. We did kick one. We probably could have kicked another. I don't know about the 47-yarder. It would have been a stretch. It's right about the limit of Greg, and you know I think he can make it, but it is really close. So I was trying to get that first down there when we had a 47-yard attempt possible, and so it was one of those things I had to use my best judgment, and it just didn't work out for us.
Yeah, Alizé Chubbs was hurt. He didn't play last week, but you got Bobby Mitchell, a lot of playing time.
Yeah.
He was an excellent alternative at running back
Yes.
for Lampkin this past week.
No doubt about it, and we needed both of them because it was a humid night. It was hot. Several of our guys had some issues with when you travel and you're on the road and pregame meal and the things that you put in your body. As far as when it's humid, it makes a difference. And of course, I'm not running on the sideline. I was sweating, and it had to do with the heat and the humidity. So those guys, they are. It's very important. It'd be good that we're at home this week, but it is difficult. And so it's good that you have good backups and good third-string guys that can get in there and run the ball, play offensive line, all different positions. But especially, Bob did a great job.
You know, special teams, such an important part of the ball game. One of the things I was impressed with at West Alabama, their kick coverage was excellent all night long. And the Choctaws have had some struggles on special teams this year.
We did. We've had some, and we had 2 punts that were blocked. One that was tipped, and it went a little bit of ways, and it didn't actually hurt us. And of course, it always hurts us with a little momentum. It probably hurt us for the next one. They said that we can get in there and get this punt, so they came after it again, and they did get it. It had nothing to do with anything but just execution and blocking our man. We had a good scheme. We had the proper personnel in there. They just didn't execute the blocks. and got to keep him out and allow Matthew some time. Matthew knows he's going to have to speed it up a little bit. You know, we have our backup snapper in there, and he was in there, and the snap was good. Might not have been quite as quick as we wanted, but timing is the key. You have a certain time that you want to get that ball from snap to punt, and where they have no chance. And we worked on that this week as well, so that'll help us.
You know, one of the newcomers that's off to a good start is Colton McGee, the transfer linebacker. He had 7 tackles last week, led the team. He had an interception against Clark Atlanta. He's been a big addition to this defensive unit. He
has, and he's been really, really good as far as getting around the football and making plays. The very first play of the game, I don't know if you remember that, but man, it was explosive. They motioned their back over and they swung it to him, and bam, he was right in the backfield and made a big hit, perfect form tackle, made a statement, and that helped us. Obviously for the rest of the day, but we got to continue to do those type of things. Colton's around the ball. He made 7, probably could have made more than that because of his speed and his ability. And so we're continuing to work. That's one of the things that we're seeing in this league. Defenses don't just have one player. They don't have just 2. They've got 11 flying to the ball, and Coach Collins has really developed our defense where we have an opportunity to do that as well, and they're continuing to get better at it. And this week, we're going to see more people like Colton around the football.
Well, this week we see Florida Tech, and they beat Shorter last week, did not allow an offensive touchdown, and they've got a running back, Antoine Haynes, coming back, who did well against MC last year, and he's going to be tough to handle for this defense.
He is, and you know, they like to throw the football, but obviously they can run it as well. And so I know the percentages of each formation of when they like to throw it, when they like to pass it. We'll probably throw all those out the window just because they get to us and they feel like they can run the ball, they're going to try to run it. And their quarterback can throw it as well. So we're going to have to defend the field. There's no doubt about it. I feel real good about our plan. I feel real good about our team's morale. They watch the film, and they see the things that we're evaluating them on right now. They see that. And that's the good thing about football. Everybody's evaluating them, not just the coaches. We've got fans and media and everybody else who are watching and wanting them to succeed. So the good thing is they see that, they know where they can get better, and because plenty of people are telling them about it, and I think they're going to this week.
We had a great representation of fans at West Alabama. It's probably annually our most well-attended road trip for Choctaw fans who go on the road. But now we're back at home, first road game, and it's got to feel good to be playing a home game this week.
Ooh, it sure does, for several reasons too. I love our bus drivers, but it is going to be really, really good to not get on the bus, not load everything up. We just go right down to the field, and we have pregame meal right here. Don't have to eat in someplace else. And it's just going to be really good for us. Everything, mentally, physically. I think mainly physically, though. You know, just having those road trips is not easy. It's not like we're hopping on a plane for an hour and then hopping off. We're on a bus for a while, and it can wear on you. Not just me as a 50-year-old man, but on players. They're resilient, but it's still tough.
Well, we're looking forward to a good game, Coach. We appreciate your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.